Hey guys, so I just want to make a quick video talking about both the Cyanide Friends original series and the hard reboot, as well as answer some questions I've gotten for a while. There will be timestamps for the two, so whichever part you'd rather hear, you can do so if you please. So recently, I watched the original Cyanide Friends series. Some parts I had to skip that involved certain self-insert characters that were fired, but despite that, I managed to find some enjoyment in it. And to be honest, had I not started the hard reboot, or I didn't add the self-insert characters, or made them myself instead, I could have continued with Season 3. But you know, after all the problems I faced with the original series that mainly stemmed from the two fired self-inserts, I feel like hard rebooting the series was the best move. And now for the hard reboot. I hope you've all been enjoying it so far. I feel like it's some of my best work yet, but it's not without some frequently asked questions, so let's answer them. First question. Will the Konosuba characters, them being Kazuma, Aqua, Megumin, Darkness, Wiz, and Union, return? Yes, and sooner than you think. I don't want to go in any detail as to not spoil anything, but they will be returning after the next 2 episodes. I'm currently holding auditions for some characters, so hopefully I'll have them cast in that particular episode and phase out on schedule. Next question. Will the self-inserts, such as Doggo, Minati, Sammy, and One Shot Pinch Shot, return? No. Now, I've explained this in a few replies, but here's the reason why. I did not create those characters. They were made for the people who voiced their respective characters. This also creates a problem, because if they decide to resign for whatever reason like Minati did, or if they got fired like Icy and Rav, then the characters would be removed from the show, and it would be a hassle to explain why they're gone. I know the decision to ultimately remove the self-inserts was the fault of the fired two, but unfortunately, the others are guilty by association due to the possibility. I will say that I do have the rights to the reboot versions of Doggo, Sammy, and One Shot Pinch Shot, with some either having as simple as a name change or a complete overhaul, but I do not know if I will use them. But, at least with these new versions, I would be able to recast them if anything were to happen, rather than completely remove them from the show. And the last question. Why are you being so mean to the Dokis? So there are 2 parts of this answer that needs to be addressed. One being that I, the IRL Cyanide, the human, am not my character in the show. I mean sure, the character is based on me and has my interests, but it is ultimately an exaggerated caricature, and not everything that my character thinks are my own. Remember, it's a character, and I am acting. Not the best actor, but I'm acting. Second, I wanted to keep this under wraps until everything I have planned happens, but to prevent any further misunderstandings, I'm going to say this. I don't want to spoil what I'm going to do for the story in this series, but I want you all to know that the endgame is to go back to the normal Cyanide Friends format, but there is a story that needs to be told first. I do think that the belief of I'm getting rid of the Dokis, quote unquote, shouldn't have been a belief after Dokis move in and the episodes after, but somehow there are still those who think that, so I want to put those beliefs to rest. No, I am not getting rid of the Dokis. It even says so in this video's thumbnail. This is the hard reboot of Cyanide Friends, and there is currently a story being told. And what do stories have? Arcs and conflicts. And what happens to conflicts? They get resolved. I know that there's going to be a line in the episode before the Konosuba characters return that may cause a big misunderstanding. So whatever happens during the story throughout how many episodes it needs to be told. Just trust me, bear with me, let me cook, etc. Hopefully telling you what the endgame is will put you at ease. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, hopefully you got some insight and some of your questions answered, and I hope to see you all next time. Take care everybody.